Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly focus for September the 3rd through to the 9th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's turn to the cards and see what they have to say. About our path forward this week. We have all the Eight of Swords. We're breaking through illusions. Most definitely. Where we have felt trapped or cornered or we couldn't move forward, we are seeing the way forward now. We get a new perception or a new understanding, a new awareness that we did not have before. When we first look at this card, we look at this woman tied up in bondage, and she's surrounded by swords and she's blindfolded. But if you take the time to look, her feet are not tied together. She can move her feet. She can kick her feet around a little bit. And if she kicks her feet around a little bit, she might nick her foot on one of those swords, but she's going to realize that she can cut the ropes. And once she frees her hands, she can lift the blindfold. And once she removes the blindfold, she looks around to see that, first of all, those swords weren't in the ground all that deep. And it doesn't look like there's any behind her. And there is the abundance, off in the distance, slightly hidden in the fog, but it's there. The path forward is there. So it's understanding perhaps where you thought it was an impossible feat or an impossible way to move forward. Now you're seeing how you can practice. It's practical. You can do it. This could be the inventive mind, the creative mind taking over. Absolutely. This could be where, even though we have the new moon this week, it's on Sunday, so we're in full moon energy. So it is about endings and healing and closure. It is about, maybe some kind of an unacknowledged or repressed part of yourself where you have actually been self-sabotaging your path forward, and it just becomes crystal clear in a moment. So meditation, prayer, reflection, because I think you see the way forward. I think a new perception comes in this week if you are willing to step back and give yourself time to process and learn about yourself a little bit more. We have the Three of Pentacles. This has been no stranger to this week. The Three of Pentacles, well, we are burning the midnight oil there. And we're making that list. We're making that plan. We are understanding where we need to let go, where we need completion in our life. This could be a get to her list, get her done list. So that you're not carrying that energy with you forward. It's about making the plan. It's about paying attention to the small details of how to actually move in that direction. It's about meditation. It's about reflection. It's about thinking it through. It's about knowing that you can be successful if you stay determined, that you stay disciplined. It's about allowing endings to come into your life, healing to come into your life. It would not be a bad idea to journal this week of some of the things that you want to move into and where you feel the block is, or where you feel the limitation is, or where you feel that you've been barricaded against that actual path that you want to step on. Two of Cups. Two of Cups has also been a very busy card this week. Two of Cups, this is new relationships, new beginnings, new starts, new opportunities, birth, rebirth. So this could definitely be job, career, it could be your spirituality, it could be a new relationship, it could be bringing in a spark to an old relationship that has faltered maybe in the last little while. It's about taking it back to the first day, perhaps. the first time you met, and living that energy. If you make the first day every day, there'll never be a last day. Tony Robbins says that. And we get complacent, we get used to that person in our lives. We tend to not appreciate them as much, not value them as much. Whereas when we first met, we do circles around them. We change everything. The priority list out the window. What do you want? How can I make you happy? What works for you? And that slowly changes. And sometimes when we're angry and we're frustrated, we lash out at the people that are closest to us because we know that they love us enough that they'll be there tomorrow when we come to apologize. So it's tearing down those walls. It's about celebrating each other, celebrating friends, stepping into new relationships, meeting a new best friend. Four of Swords for work, career. I think for you, Jupiter is in your career sector, your job sector, or what defines you. You may not be all that keen on what's happening for work and career. It might not be part of your life, but what defines you? If I were to meet you, how would you describe yourself? Are you somebody who helps out in the community? Maybe a certain organization? Do you love your family and have great pride when you speak towards that part of your life? And so for many of you, the job hasn't been fulfilling, or there has been no job, or you haven't been able to move in the way you wanted to when it comes to job, when it comes to career. So this is a time to rest, restore, and go deep into what you truly want, what you want your tomorrow to look like. What does it look like without chaos or stress or an imbalance? What does it look like when it's in complete harmony? What does it look like when you are smiling ear to ear because you get to wake up and you don't need an alarm clock because you are excited about each and every day and stepping into it? And don't push yourself so hard that you are hurting your health. Okay, because this is a health card, so you have to pay attention to your health, your well-being. If you've been taking overtime, your body's saying take a break, listen to it, take a break. Please. Because your body will take you out of the game, trust me. Your body will take you out of the game if you don't listen to it. Because at one point I was working full-time, single mom, doctor's appointments, school appointments, 2 kids with autism, 3 altogether, all under the age of 10. Single mom trying to do it all. And my body said stop, and I said, how can I? And so I kept going. And I think within a matter of 3 years, I had my appendix out. I've had 4 hernia surgeries. I've had my gallbladder taken out. I've had my bowel. Part of it died. Long story. You know, I've flatlined a couple of times. I've had last rites. So, because my body said, no, you're stopping. We can't go any further. We're out of fuel. We have to recharge. So if you want to be strong going forward and your body's telling you to take a break right now. Pay attention to it. But while you are taking a break from actually doing the work or doing the labor or pushing yourself towards your goals, your dreams, meditate. See yourself a success at the other end of the path. See where the hard work has gotten you. See the beauty, see the balance, see the happiness and joy. Feel the passion. Through meditation, through prayer, through affirmations, through reflection. Love, relationships. Look at this, the Ace of Swords appear. This is kind of like, so what is your perfect relationship? What do you want within relationships? Where do you want to grow and develop the relationships? What kind of magic do you want to appear in a relationship? Do you want a relationship to appear? Do you want to grow a relationship stronger or deeper? This could be where we are making commitments. This could be where we are giving proposals. This is building relationships, strengthening relationships. And, it's really been the theme throughout all the readings, and I'm not sure exactly why. I guess I'll have to go to the astrologers and see what they're saying. Venus is probably very active this week or something, because it's really understanding who loves you, who cherishes you, who strengthens you, who supports you, who respects you, who has your back, and knowing who doesn't. And there is a lot of energy for that this week for some reason. And honoring those relationships and deepening those relationships and strengthening those relationships that bring you in energy and beauty and harmony and love. And knowing that there needs to be some distance with some energies where they are demanding of you and they're always taking of you, and it needs to be a two-way street. You can't give all the time. It has to come back to you. Or maybe it's opening up the door to allow them to do something for you, because they've wanted to, and you just kind of push it off every time and tell them not to appreciate that that's the way they're telling you that they love you. Our spirituality, prayer, reflection, we have the Strength card. So it's going inside and knowing your gifts, your talents, your abilities, your worth. It's the week for what stands in the way of me really stepping into the true me, of not being afraid to love or have compassion, to trust, to know of my own inner strength, the value I have placed on me and how people will treat me, and know how to set boundaries. And I have that all inside of me, within my sage wisdom, within my intuition, to stand strong for who I am in relationships and situations, going towards my goals, my dreams, going with the strength and knowing and integrity. And this is the kind of thing that you want to meditate on. This is the kind of thing that you want to pray on. This is the kind of thing you want to reflect on, of tapping into that inner beautiful strength, that inner warrior, and letting that inner warrior come out and appear. Health and well-being. Look at that, 10 of Cups. Celebrate life. Get together with friends, family, loved ones. Have a family reunion. Throw a picnic. Throw a party. Spend time with each other. See the abundance that's around you. Be very grateful for all of these things in your life, and throw up the gratitude whenever you think about it. Normally I say, get a diary or get a journal and write it down, or maybe I'm telling you to grab a piece of paper and just write it one thing every day, but read it aloud. But this is the kind of thing where you're going to be walking down the street and you're going to say, I'm grateful I just found this dime. I'm grateful that that flower made me smile growing through the sidewalk. I'm grateful for the people I have in my life. I'm grateful for me, my gifts, my talents, my abilities that's going to take me forward on my path. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.